Thank you to Arden Wolfsky for your generous support on Patreon. Hello everyone, my name is Vivian. It's 1 in the morning and I saw a fucking D&D character survey on TikTok, and so I'm here to take it. It's on easydamus.com. There's Bree in the background, repping some Jim Cornette merch, and yeah, she's being very quiet because I told her I was going to record. And the microphone can't hear outside of the range very well, and so I'm trying to be accommodating. I appreciate you, Beeb. I appreciate you. It's just going to be one long-ass fucking thing. This has got 140 questions, and I don't know if it's something about my generation or just me, but I've seen a lot of millennials/zillennials, whatever. I fucking hate both those names, but people around my age that love taking weird, stupid quizzes and surveys. And I think it's a mix of feeling like you're getting someone's attention and also I had a theory here. It was like we like relatability, and we like feeling like someone somewhere gives a shit about us. A whole generation worth of people with confidence problems. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started here because okay, you can see the mouse. What D&D character am I? Ooh, this website looks like it was fucking designed 1996. Perfect. I was born in 1995. Okay, so yeah, it determines your fucking all kinds of shit. Your stats, your alignment, your character, your race, your ability, all kinds of shit. And it can produce over 1.5 trillion results. You know they calculated that. Okay, so let's just get right fucking down to it. Is at easydamus.com. Okay. Question number 1. As far as looks go, I am 1. Ugly. I'm the worst looking member of my social circle. 2. Average. My appearance is normal overall. 3. Attractive. I'm the best looking member of my social circle. Or 4. Extremely attractive. My appearance aids me in every situation in life. Now, we're starting off immediately with a problem here because I don't have I don't have a good self-image. I would say the first one. It's also kind of a compliment to Bree because my social circle is me and Bree. She's like the only one I hang out with, so by default, I can't say that I am the best-looking member because then that's making her the worst. But if I'm being honest, I think I look pretty normal. You know, I don't think I'm ugly. I definitely have things I need to work on, like my weight and whatever. But overall, I'd say I'm average. I'm gonna go with average. I'm a potato. Question number 2. When it comes to memory, what are we doing? Oh no, what do we? Yeah. I'm just fucking. When it comes to memory, A, I have a really hard time remembering things. B, I remember most things, though subtle details sometimes elude me. C, I remember just about everything I'm exposed to. And D, I have a photogenic memory, and I am always remember every detail. Well, it ain't the last two. Blue. I feel like my short-term memory is shit when it comes to, like, really small stuff, but when it comes to something that I feel really fucking matters to me for some reason, I'll remember it. Of course, that's not a universal thing. I've forgotten some pretty fucking important shit, and I've remembered some mindless, unimportant shit, but I wouldn't say I have a really hard time remembering things. I remember most things, just subtle details sometimes elude me. This is something that anyone who watched my fucking Sims video will know is kind of an unfortunate habit of mine. I kind of box myself into the middle of most comparative things, but we'll see how we go. I'm worried that the capture's a little small, so I'm sorry if you're having some trouble reading it. I didn't know how large it would be, but hopefully it'll render in a good enough quality that you can read it. Question number 3. The following statement most accurately describes me. A. I have an extremely difficult time making new friends. Do I even need to read the other ones? B. I make friends fairly easily and engage in small talk with new acquaintances with ease. That's not true. After meeting me, people go out of their way to keep in touch with me. That's definitely not true. And D. I make new friends everywhere I go. No, it's number 1. I have a very difficult time making new friends. That's just very true. Number 4. When it comes to willpower, I have no vices, and I've never been tempted by anything. That's not fucking true. B. I have no vices, but I've been tempted by things from time to time. It's still not there. C. I have some vices, and I succumb to temptation only rarely. No. And D. I have a hard time evading temptation and give in too often. For like a lot of things, like I don't drink, I don't smoke. I've had like maybe a milligram of weed in my life through an edible, but I very rarely drink, I should say, but I've never smoked. But I am a food addict. I have an eating disorder, a food addiction. So and the biggest problem with that is impulse control. So I have problems with that daily. So like, I feel like I have to go with the last one, that I have a hard time avoiding temptation, because with most things that are tempting, I don't find them tempting, but the things I do find tempting, I find it very hard to avoid. Would you say that's fair? Yeah. Okay. So I gotta go with the last one. Am I interrupting you? Okay. I fucking love having Bri around. I love you. Number 5, rate your persuasiveness. Oh, I'm good at this. I can make people do almost anything I want them to do. I thought that was the case in high school. Ugh, that was a bad time for me. I have an easy time convincing others to see things my way. Yeah, I convince others to do things my way some of the time. I have a hard time convincing others to do what they want them to do. Now, it feels like the last one's true when I don't get to convince someone, but I am pretty good at convincing other people, at least to see things my way. Whether or not they wind up doing something I'm advising, they at least get where I'm coming from. Do almost anything I want them to do? I'm not sure about that one, but I can say I have an easy time convincing others to see things my way. I can go with that. I know that's not exactly what that phrase means, but I'll go with it. Number 6, the following statement most accurately describes my health. Oh, we're fucked up here, man. Oh, we're not good. Look at the curls. You can barely see them. Ah, God. I am sick most of the time. I don't get sick very often. I'm not sick. I have lingering health issues, but I don't get sick. I seem to get sick as often as most people I know. No, I just said that's not the case. I have never missed a day of work due to illness. That's not true. And I can't remember ever being sick. Well, the jump between 2 and 3 is fucking... I get sick less often than other people, but I've missed work because of being sick. I guess I have to go with 2. I seem to get sick as often as most other people I know. That's a flawed question. Number 7, when it comes to stamina snooka. Stamina, fucking A. Excuse me. This is all just sort of one long thing, so there's going to be some bad content in here. When it comes to stamina, I am able to exercise with no ill effects. No! I have a hard time running. That's very true. I regularly exert myself physically and enjoy doing so. No. I physically exert myself all day long on a regular basis. Not even close. The other... You're the yeah, you are the third one. She's losing weight so good. You're doing so fucking amazing. She did you I don't know if you want that number online, but you recently hit a milestone that was incredible. I'm very proud of you. Visible all over your body. I'm very fucking happy. And it's only going to get better. You know, once you get the new job, it's going to be better. The only thing out of those that is true is I have a hard time running. So I'm not going to have good constitution. I can tell you that much. I miss playing D&D. If you're watching this, Aaron, which I doubt, because this is a long-ass video already. Well, it's already on like 10 minutes, whatever. When it comes to leadership, okay. I have never been in a leadership position. That's not true. I've been president how many times and how many different organizations? Fucking A. I perform adequately when I'm the leader, I believe so. People look to me for direction instinctively. I feel like that's the case. Like, you and I will go out and be doing something, and there have been a lot of times where I'm usually the plan maker. You're definitely not the plan maker. You're better at doing things, but I'm better at deciding how to do things. People go out of the way to put me in leadership positions. I don't know about that last one, but I would say people look to me for direction instinctively. That's true. 9. Rate your... well... No, I've been approached a lot of times to organize and lead stuff out of nowhere. So people do that to me. I guess that last one is true. People go out of their way to put me in leadership positions. That is true. I haven't really thought about it before. Cool. Number 9, rate your learning ability. I got pretty good grades in school. I have an associate's degree. I'm 26. An associate's degree at 26 is like a high school diploma at 20. Sorry. I can learn new things very quickly. I learn as fast as everyone else, it seems. I'm constantly learning new subjects at an astounding rate, or I have a hard time learning new things. Yeah, you are the third one, and you know, like, everything. You also are the first one that you learn new things very quickly. Like, yeah. I feel like I learn things quickly, but the problem is I don't understand things a lot of times because things are presented, like, on the spot. Like, when I'm trying to teach myself something, when I'm looking stuff up for me, I get it really quickly. And I don't want to say that example because that could be incredibly insensitive, especially given circumstances lately, but I was going to say that I read a lot about a subject in an afternoon, and I came away with what I would consider a very deep understanding of it. And it's a very complex issue, but I don't want to say exactly what. It would be... It'd be in bad taste to say so. I would say I am constantly learning new things. I learn new things a lot. I'm going to go with the third one. Anyone who fucking watches my videos would not believe that, but, again, on the spot. Number 10 out of 140. I gotta start going a little faster here. I never understood that when I'm like, oh, you have all the time in the world? I have no time limit, but for some reason I'm like, I gotta hurry up. When it comes to my problem-solving ability, I am sometimes able to figure out a solution for a problem. I think I'm pretty good at solving problems and organizing information. I know that one's true. I can easily find solutions to complex problems. My critical thinking skills are absolutely flawless. Okay, so this is just solving a problem. The stress of being in a problem can fuck with me, but if it's coming down to, like, a logic puzzle or, like, an escape room, I'm really good at those. You don't think I can easily find solutions to complex problems?
Not easily. You're someone who really goes over the details.
Yeah, but is that a problem? What she said, since you can't hear, she said that I would be disqualified from the third one because of the word complex, because I tend to toil and really go into the details of things. I do tend to fixate on some of the finer details and try to figure out sometimes not the right thing to figure out. So yeah. I would say that would disqualify me from the fourth one. That is a flaw, because the fourth one says absolutely flawless. I think I can easily find solutions to complex problems, but sometimes I overcomplicate it. Would that be fair? Okay, so we're going with that one. Boom. How tough are you? This one's going to be interesting based on the wording.
Tough am I?
How
Tough am I?
emotionally not very much, no. I can take punches that would drop normal people. That is true. I have examples of that. I've taken massive blows and kept on fighting. Yeah, I'm not fragile. I see we're talking physically, so it depends. When people jokingly hit me, they hurt me. That one's you.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. You can't take a hit worth a damn.
I can take hits. I just can't give them. I'm very
We have been play wrestling, and whatever. I don't. Every time I hear people talk, not every time. A lot of times when I hear people talk about, oh, we were play wrestling and I broke your arm, I'm like, bro, how fucking hard are you play wrestling? Good lord. For me though, I feel like I have been punched with hard shit. Okay, my physical state is not good. If someone were to punch me in the right spot, I have many glass parts. But I am durable enough to be able to take a lot of shit. Yeah, I mean, fuck, how many physical ailments do I have, and yet I still wind up being the one doing the hard shit, which is not appreciated. Oh, here comes Ma. Oh, she said she wasn't going to be home tonight, and technically she was right. It is 1:30 in the morning. 1:40 in the morning. Spoofy, get away from the door. Welcome home, Mother. I'm recording. You want to...
I'm back. I am. You see that?
Now we have a clip of him serenading me.
Yeah. That is the song he sings whenever Bree's mother comes home. Welcome home, Ma. Just as a heads up, I am recording in case. Yeah. Yeah, that. He doesn't do that for anyone else. That's how much he loves his gamma. That's how much he loves your. They get high together.
That's why he loves her.
Yeah, there he goes, right into her room. They're smoking buddies. Oh man, that's awesome. I don't know which of the first two sentences are imply strength more. The I can take punches that would drop normal people, or I've taken massive blows and kept on fighting.
I think you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the first one.
You actually got a good strength stat there.
Thank you. She said I have a good strength stat. Number 12, my body. Oh lord. Is in pretty good shape given my age? No. Is on par with most professional athletes? No. Unless it's a sumo wrestler. Is in superb shape? If the shape's a circle, then yes.
You're not a circle, you're a pear.
I'm a molding pear, yes. Oh shit. Oh god. And the last one is out of shape when compared to almost everyone else. That one's easy to say is true. That's that one. 13, when it comes to common sense. People seem to know more than I do most of the time. I rarely make the same mistake twice. People always come to me for advice. I am exceptionally shrewd and cunning. Do you think I am shrewd and cunning?
Not quite.
Ouch.
I'd say you're like one under that.
Yeah, people do come to me for advice a lot. And it is also true that I rarely make the same mistake twice.
I guess I would only say you're not shrewd and cunning because those have like negative connotations to them. Like your dad would be shrewd because he's fucking over you.
Okay, that's not something... I'm glad the microphone can't hear what you're saying, because that's not something you say to the internet. Do you want to be out here for this? I'd like you to be out here for this.
I'd like to be out there, but my back can't do it.
Fair enough, fair enough. She was saying that she feels that the words shrewd and cunning have negative connotations, which I guess shrewd could be the case. Cunning, I think, doesn't. But is that the only reason you'd say that I don't qualify for those, is the negative connotation? Or am I just not clever?
Well, no, you're very clever. You're just not extremely.
I'm not extremely clever. Okay, so let's go with the one underneath that. Rate your sensory perception ability. I am aware of most things that occur around me. I have the keenest senses of anyone I know. I have extremely poor awareness of my surroundings. I easily spot details that others miss. Well, again, we go back to the escape room example. I do spot a lot of things that other people miss, and I feel like I do have a keen sense of the area around me. This is the moment where someone fucking jump scares me and I get pissed. Some of these coexist. Like, I easily spot details that others miss, and I am aware of most things that occur around me. Okay, I can see how that second one is less than. I'm good with this. Man, sometimes us being in a supermarket, you're bumping into shit and blocking the aisles, and I am.
I'm not aware.
No, you have no self-awareness.
Absolutely no self or spatial awareness at any time.
Yeah. But you make up for it by being the best person ever, so there you go. 15. I can lift, bro.
How much do you lift?
About as much as a person of my gender and age should be able to lift. Well, my gender, that's getting into murky territory. A lot less than I should be able to lift. I am weak, noticeably more than most people I know. I am strong. An astounding amount of weight. I engage in extensive weight training. Okay, so the only thing keeping me from being someone that is more widely used for carrying and lifting weight is my back problems. Because back when we were working at Goodwill, I was known as the person that lifted the heavy shit, arguably leading to the back problems. But yeah, I used to fucking deadlift multiple couches during a shift. So yeah, I've got good. I am strong as fuck, bro. If your dad was on the internet even once and saw this video, he would shit himself if he fucking heard me call myself strong. And in all fairness, her dad's the Terminator, for fuck's sake. That guy's got a constitution where the hell. Number 16, when it comes to sprinting. Oh, God, no, I can't sprint. No. No. Okay. Again, if it wasn't for the ankles... When I was in track and field, I remember once... this was funny. We were doing dashes, and I was only in track and field for shot put and discus, and then, like, before we even got to our first meet, you got a Band-Aid or something stuck to your right leg. It's a sticker. Okay, it's of a puppy. Okay, she knows about it. But before we even got to our first meet, I transitioned into being the manager because I was not good at anything athletic, but we were doing like dashes, like 50-meter dashes, and I was constantly losing. I'm the fat kid on the group, and I wasn't there to do running events, but they had me doing running anyway because there's a certain level of strength you need in your legs in order to do shot put and discus, but they had me doing the same exercises as everyone else, which makes no sense. But during one of the dashes, I was getting down on myself. I was getting frustrated, and the assistant coach came over and told me, like, hey, just remember, it's not a race. Don't worry about what place you get into. As long as you get to the finish line, you'll be okay. And I was like, motherfucker, you are announcing who's getting in which places, and everyone's bragging about getting in first, and it is literally a fucking 50-meter race. So, I got offended, as I am off to do, and I fucking creamed that goddamn slew of runners. I destroyed in that race. I got first and by a margin. And that is sprinting, all right? Like, Running extended, my arthritis fucks me up, and after sprinting, my back's gonna be fucked. But sprinting itself, by itself, I am still not fast, but I'm not, like, slower than most people I know. I would say in middle of the road. Is that fair? Give me a thumbs up. There we go, thumbs up. Sorry, I got a wireless mouse, so sometimes it fucking is like, oh, you're not using me for 5 minutes. I'm going to bed. I got a fly swatter. We got a lot of fucking flies in this fucking house. Number 17, the following statement most accurately describes me. Oh, God. This one's not even going for a specific thing. My insight concerning life is almost supernatural. No. My gut feelings are always right. God, sometimes. I have a hard time judging people's intentions. Sometimes. Sometimes my gut feelings are right. Well, that one literally says sometimes. Oh, I haven't asked you for any words of wisdom, Ma. I always try to ask her some words of wisdom. You have any words of wisdom?
No, not today.
Now she ain't got any fucking wisdom. It is one. It's almost 2 in the morning. No one's got wisdom at 2 in the morning. See you later, Ma. I'm gonna go with the sometimes. Again, I'm kind of middle of the roading it, but no. This is judging instinct, or no, this is perception, I guess. I feel like my gut feelings are I don't know. Are my gut feelings usually good? You think so? Okay, there we go. I feel like that's the case, yeah.
I don't think you're a human lie detector, but I think you're more wisdom.
We've got some wisdom.
If you got your own bed, lie in it.
If you've got your own bed, lie in it. Okay, thank you, Ma.
No, you spend the night somewhere. It's more comfortable at home.
That's true. I hope that doesn't mean you had a bad night. When it comes to hand-eye coordination, oh, this is gonna be bad. I'm horrible at video games? Well, I'll let y'all decide, because I could be an Olympic marksman. No, I'm about average. I can juggle well. I've never learned to juggle. I feel like I could. Okay. My depth perception sucks, but my hand-eye coordination is good. Like, we often are tossing stuff to each other with warning, because unsolicited stuff tossing at me is a trigger, but I'm really good at catching some shit. Well, that's an exaggeration. There's either you're horrible, you're meh, you're okay, or you're the best ever. Like, there needs to be something between those last two. Okay. 19. This statement accurately describes me again. Cop out. Just fucking. I had the highest GPA in my class. Yeah. I was a good student. I consistently made the A and B honor roll. I never was on that B honor roll. I was always on that A one, though. I was an average student. I had decent grades. I was a bad student. No, I got fucking great grades. Surprisingly, when I was not in a school where everyone was out to fucking kill me, literally sometimes, as soon as I transferred schools, I never exited a single quarter of the year without having an A in every class. What can I say? I don't know. Number 20! The following statement most accurately describes my tolerance for alcohol. I can drink all night and I never get drunk. That is true. I've tried on quite a number of occasions to fucking get hammered, and it just doesn't happen. The worst that happens is I get a little tired. I have 2 trying to get drunk stories. One of them disparages a good friend of mine who has passed, so I won't go with that one. The second one, we were playing a drinking game to Ghostbusters 2. and you're supposed to play it with sips. I played it with shots. The other ones got giddy and tipsy, and I just got kind of annoyed because it wasn't the greatest movie I've ever seen. I don't seem to be amusing you much. Oh. Yeah, okay. Oh, I appreciate that. So, the options are I can drink all night, never get drunk, have a hard time getting drunk, but when I drink, you never have a hangover, normal tolerance, or horrible tolerance. I have a great fucking tolerance for alcohol. And I don't even drink that often. Usually you have to drink a lot to build up that tolerance, but no, I'm good about it. The following statement describes about the amount of physical labor I regularly perform. Regularly perform. Now that's a key thing, because I live a pretty fucking sedentary lifestyle. Yeah, it's right at the bottom. Very little. I have a sedentary job, and I do not work out. I don't even have a job, so is there one lower? All the other ones, yeah, you engage in physical labor, involves it, does not involve much. No, I'm sedentary as hell. When it comes to reflexes, my reflexes have saved my life on more than one occasion. That is true. Extremely quick. Your quickness is not about reflexes, but my win-loss record in the game of Ninja is fucking way closer to is a lot more in the win column, and it pisses people off because I'm 400 pounds and I am really good at ninjas. And also my reflexes have saved my life on more than one occasion, that in a literal sense. Number 23, if I punched someone as hard as I could, oh man, they would probably laugh at me. I might hurt them. I would definitely hurt them, or I might kill them. Funny little story here about my brother. My brother is way stronger than me. He is definitely the person that, like, if he was given the opportunity to be if he had the interest and was given the opportunity to have a lifestyle that would enable him to devote the time and energy to becoming a power lifter, he could be a power lifter. His hand, like, I already have a big fucking hand. Like, here, okay, this is a pretty universal thing. Can of soda, this is my hand. I have a pretty good fucking size hand here. His hand is at least that much bigger than mine. Like, when we shake hands, it's incredible, the difference of and one time in high school, the 1-inch punch was like a thing for a while, and it had been a thing before that, but a lot of people got very interested in it. And there was this a very distant cousin of mine. I have no idea how we're cousins, but he was like going off to the Marines after high school, and he was bragging about how tough he was. And it was during choir, or at least it was in the choir room. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the story, if Aaron is watching. But essentially, the guy, his name was Zach, told my brother to 1-inch punch him in the chest. I don't know if he told him to do the 1-inch punch or just a fucking punch, but he told him to do it in his pec, pec muscle. He'd flex up and then fucking punch. But my brother missed. Either missed or just was a little bit off. I don't know. But he did it kind of more toward the middle. Again, with a 1-inch punch. And got him. Cracked the sternum. Alright? That's the gene pool that produced me as well. I am not that strong. But if I punched someone, it would definitely hurt them. I don't know that I could kill someone with... I don't know that I would have a chance of killing someone with a 1 punch. So I'm just going to go with would definitely hurt them. Do you think I could possibly kill someone with a punch? No? Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Number 24. The following statement most accurately describes my athletic ability. I was picked to play for a professional sports team? No. When being picked for a team, I'm always picked first. When others know of my ability? No. I have some athletic ability, but it isn't noteworthy. When being picked for a team, I am always picked last when others know of my ability. Okay, it depends on the athletic. Because, again, if this is like... Well, you don't really have teams in strength sports. You know, unless it's like medicine ball. Most of them just are quick games. And I guess football, but I've never played actual football. I feel like I'd be fucking picked pretty early for that one because I'm huge. I don't have good shoulders though, so I would definitely fucking dislocate my shoulder like immediately. But when it comes to like team sports, I'm no good. I'm not fast, and so I'm usually picked last. Yeah. Here's some perspective choices. What do you think about them? It's worse to be weak or fragile. To me, fragile has the worst connotation to it. Number 26. It is better to be graceful or tough. I would say graceful. Number 27. It is better to have great strength or great stamina. Great stamina. That's how humans fucking survived, man. Number 28. It is better to be physically powerful or physically agile. I'm going with agile. Number 29. It's worse to be unliked or weak. Okay, you can be unliked and do whatever, but your actual things are limited when you're weak. I don't know though. Is it worse to be unliked or weak? One lessens your ability socially, one lessens your ability physically. Fuck it. Social stuff matters a lot more, so I'm gonna go with it's worse to be unliked. But is it true though? Yeah, it is worse to be unliked. Number 30, my friends would say that I am dependable and loyal, down to earth and relaxed, worldly and diplomatic, zany and fun, wild and crazy, or sharp and witty. Okay, well that's a lot of words, so let's narrow it down. Am I dependable and loyal? Yes. Am I down to earth and relaxed? No. I'm down to earth but not relaxed. Worldly and diplomatic? No. Zany and fun? I can be. I'll go with that one. Well, at least I'll consider that one. Wild and crazy? Maybe in my younger days, but now not so much. And sharp and witty. I feel like I could be described that way, but I don't know about all of those that would be the one to describe me. I think probably I would pick dependable and loyal. No. Like, a lot of my friends don't really... Zany and fun? I don't know if I'm that zany. No, I'm fucking zany as shit. The fuck am I talking about? I'm going with zany and fun. Number 31. For my height, my frame is... for my height, my frame is very thin, about average, thick, very thick. I am very thick. Very thick. Number 32, I seem to have a knack for some of the following. The military life, hell no. Academics, yes. Entertainment, yes. Law, business, or crime, kind of, but not more than the first two. Mingling in high society, hell no. Hanging out in low society, no. Something else. Well, something else? Just having a knack. Okay, so I guess if I don't have a knack for any of those, I seem to have a knack for academics or entertainment. So which would be more? That is true. My YouTube channel isn't... Well, no, I kind of did. I do read books on my YouTube channel.
Not by learning shit.
Yeah... I am an academic, but I prefer entertainment. For my genders, again with the gender, I guess I'm going to go with sex for that one. My biological sex is male, my gender is female. Update your fucking words. If it was for my gender, I'd be very tall. For my sex, I am... guess tall. The average height for a male in America is 5'10". Average height for a woman in America is 5'5". Well, yeah, you're 5'5". What do you think? Should I go with my gender or my sex? It says gender, but it probably means sex. All right, we're going with gender, so I am very tall. It is worse to be too skinny or too stocky? What the fuck do you... Stocky? Oh, so it's worse to be too fat or too thin. Well, I've only experienced one of those. And I gotta tell you, it's not great. But what I can say is that I don't know. I hear a lot more stories about I don't want to say it like that. I don't know. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so when you're too skinny, that usually comes with nutritional problems, digestive problems, weather problems, and usually some sort of indication of a health problem, be it mental or physical, with like a eating disorder or something. When you're too fat, all of those same things are true. Some of them lesser. I feel like, I don't know. I guess we'll have to go with the societal argument, because if you're too fat or too skinny, there can be a lot of health problems and societal disadvantages. But at least in Western culture, you're more likely to face societal disadvantages if you're too fat. I'm not saying that people who are too skinny don't get their fair share of societal judgment. A lot of people, if you're very skinny, just assume, oh, he has a bulimia, turn up the temperature, they're anemic, and a lot worse shit. That was just for fun. But yeah, I'm gonna go with too stocky, not because of what I feel, but because of the outcome you will have with life. I'm gonna go with that. It's better to be smart or strong. It is better to be smart. Duh. In high school, I was a jock, a hood, a band member, a nerd, an outcast, a preppy, or something else. I wasn't a jock. I wasn't a hood. I wasn't a band member in high school. I was a choir member. I was a nerd. Definitely a nerd. Outcast. I was a bit of an outcast, but I'll go with nerd. I think that's pretty fair. The wilderness is a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. That is true. It is better to take a stand for what you believe in or try to see both sides of an issue. I think it's good. It's good to see both sides of an issue, but if it's what you believe in, you should first see both sides of the issue and then make a stand for what you believe in. So I'll go with the exclamation point on that one. Oh, are you going to bed? Oh, I'm not even close to being done. I'm going to keep you awake? We're going to do TikTok time? What are we going to do? Oh, man. It's 140 questions. I'm about to 40. It's a long quiz, yeah. I don't want to miss out on TikTok time, and I don't want you to go to bed alone. But it's also good that you're going to bed at 2 a.m. I can't just say... There's no save button. You can what?
I can make some oatmeal and wait.
Are you sure?
Definitely.
Okay. I'll try to go fast. I love you. I fucking love my wife. Like... if she was like, no, I gotta go to bed right now, this would stop. Alright? Like, it would suck to have to go through all that again, because no way would I get all the questions right again if I had to recreate it, but there ain't a video I'm ever going to make that's more important than spending time with her. So let's go quick through the rest of these. I am hungry for wealth or power. Right now, it's wealth, because I don't want to be poor anymore. It is better to be rich or powerful. Oh, God. I hate the rich, and if you're powerful, you can make more change. Powerful. I use the force of my personality to get what I want or to guide others into making right decisions. I would prefer to do the second one. It is better to defend the weak or help the poor. Being poor affects both the weak and the strong, so I'm going to go with help the poor. Civilization makes us stronger or weaker. It makes us stronger. It is better to confront your enemies openly and honestly or using guile and wit. Openly and honestly. I work out so that I will be healthier or they'll be more attractive. It is healthier. Animals deserve our respect, are delicious. Some animals are delicious, but they deserve our fucking respect. In my job, I rely more on my education or common sense. I don't have a job. My everyday life relies more on my common sense than my education. Knowledge should be used to... okay. Knowledge should be used to educate and entertain others or develop and enlighten yourself. Others that's the others. I think it would be interesting to have a supernatural experience. Yes, it would change a lot of things about my life. What is more important in life? Feeling emotions or being disciplined? Feeling emotions, duh. When handling life's challenges, I call in the power within myself, the powers that watch over me. I don't believe in powers that watch over me, so I'm going to wheel with the power within myself. The personal power comes from... I'm going fast, man. I'm already on 52. Personal power comes from living a disciplined life or having confidence in yourself. Having confidence, it will go a long way. The universe is ruled by a higher power or higher power. Oh, I pulled an Undertaker. Higher power. Or scientific laws. It's scientific laws. Which do you prefer, New Age religion or Eastern religion? Both of them are horrible, but New Age religion is fucking weird. I'll go with Eastern. I would rather be a member of a religion that is well established with a long history or recently established with innovative and new ideas. I'll go with that one, and I'm going to change my answer from before New Age religion. What is more important in life, wisdom or wealth? I'm going to go with wisdom. What is more important in life, love or honor? I'm going to go with love. Choose a statement. I love the city. I hate the city. I love the city. I don't actually love the city, but I don't hate the city. Would you cheat on an important test? Yes. In a fight, it is better to rely on your own skills or call for reinforcements. Call for reinforcements. Fuck, at least they're witnesses. In a fight, it is better to keep your head and wait for opportune moments. Go at it with everything you've got. Wait for opportune moments, bro. I am more confident at work or at play. Definitely at play. I like pets that are loyal or exotic. Loyal. It is more important to support your cause with facts or conviction. Facts. I would rather live in the city or the country. Out of those two options, I'd probably go with the country. Religion is an institution that allows some people to exploit the fears of others, helps people live meaningful life. No, it's exploiting the fear of others. Choose a statement. Man is stronger than nature. Nature is stronger than man. Nature is stronger than man. Duh. Choose a statement. Technology is stronger than nature. Nature is stronger than technology. Nature is stronger than technology. I have a greater interest in the supernatural or the natural world. The natural world. There's a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things. Yeah, sure. There's multiple right ways and multiple wrong things, but sure. There are right and wrongs. It is better to actively champion a cause or to live as a good example to others. There are many examples to have, but I would rather champion a cause. I would rather spend 2 hours learning something new or leisurely jogging. I would rather learn something new. I would rather spend 2 hours alone in the wilderness or alone working with my hands. No, working with my hands, I guess. 2 hours alone in the wilderness. No, I could never. Choose a statement. I love technology. I hate technology. I love technology. I would rather spend 2 hours playing a sport or reading a book. I'd rather read a book. It is better to fight fair or fight dirty. If someone's attacking me, I don't give a shit if it's fair. Which do you prefer? Eastern religion, Western religion? Eastern. It is better to be yourself or be polite. Be yourself. I do not smile and nod. I'm so fucking tired of people trying to make me do it. I would rather watch a nature documentary or a scientific documentary. You can have... those are not distinguishable. Nature is science. I'll go with nature. In a fight, it is better to be quick or tough. I'm going with quick. I'd rather spend 2 hours hiking a trail or discussing philosophy. Definitely discussing philosophy. What the fuck was that? She scooted a lid. 82, in my job, I use tools and equipment. Do not use tools and equipment. I use tools and equipment. I'm doing it right now. 83, I would rather spend 2 hours at the gym or at church. Fuck, I would rather go to the gym and swim than go to a fucking cult building. I'd rather be well paid or doing something I enjoy. Well, I literally am doing something I enjoy, and I'm not getting paid shit for it, so I'll go with that. Choose a statement. Nature should be left unspoiled and undisturbed. Nature should be used responsibly and enjoyed. Yeah, I'm going to go with the second one, but that's because I believe in a probably different definition of responsibly than what this is implying. I'd rather spend 2 hours camping with my friends or drinking with my friends. I'd rather drink because I don't want to do shit outside. Fuck. If you want to make a lot of money, it is important to be educated. Yes. It's not 100% necessary, but it is important. It is easier for me to learn by doing or studying. Definitely doing. When it comes to talent, I believe a person either has it or they don't, or that with an excellent teacher, the sky's the limit. I'm going to go with the second one. When I was young, I performed better in my math and science classes or my music and art classes. I'm going to go with my music and art classes. Which do you prefer, Western religion or New Age religion? I feel like we already had this question. I'm going with New Age religion. Seriously, I feel like we already had that question. Scrolling. Would you prefer New Age or Eastern? Okay. Now, and this is New Age and Western. Still gonna go with New Age. Do you enjoy reading? Yes, I'm doing it right now. I would rather spend a night on the town or a day riding horses. I have hemorrhoids. I'm going to go with a night on the town. When I was young, I enjoyed gym class. Fuck no. Fuck gym class. I get the premise, but Jesus. The universe has supernatural beings that take a personal interest in me. What fucking egotist is governed by impersonal forces that can be understood? I'm going to go with that one. Life is about improving yourself or having fun. I'm going to go with having fun. You can have fun improving yourself, but that's not what it's all about. I would rather spend 2 hours enjoying the outdoors or at a concert. I don't want to go to a concert, bro. I guess I'll go outside. Visiting a haunted house would be exciting or frighten me. It would do both. And I'm going to go with the first one. It is better to serve a cause or someone influential. I'm going to go with a cause, because a cause is more important than one person. Hello, Beeb. Your oatmeal! Almost spilled it on me. You can kiss, though. Thank you. He almost spilled hot oatmeal on me. I was scared. And I just said I'd be good to go to a haunted house. What is more important in life? Practical skills or enlightenment? I feel like you gotta have one to have the other. I'm gonna go with practical skills. I use the force of my personality to convince people I'm right or to entertain others I try to entertain. I put my faith in a higher power or myself. I'm going to go with myself. I at least try to. Certainly don't put in a higher power. Family elders are expressing disapproval of you to the rest of the family. Do you accept the criticism and change your ways? Seek a compromise with them, besmirch the reputation of those expressing disapproval as you ignore their scorn, or silence them any way you can?
Grandma.
Sorry, Grandma! Oh, I got an itch. Oh, I got an itch. If family elders are expressing disapproval of me to the rest of my family, I'm not going to besmirch their fucking reputation. I'm going to confront them. They're certainly not the fucking top two, and I don't ignore it, so I guess silence them in any way you can is the only option. Would you give up a promising career to aid family in the time of need? Yeah, I've done it before. Would you betray a family member to advance your own career? Oh. No, I couldn't. No. No. I'd have to consider it depending on, like, what it is. And, because if it's, like, a small betrayal that I know the family member would get over in order to have a huge benefit, then I might consider it. But if it's, like, you have to leave your wife in order to become a fucking intern. Like, no. I'd resist the temptation, but I'd have to consider it. Oh, yes, if I could do it secretly. No. Do you respect the leaders of your family? The leaders of my family. The leaders of my biological family, like, I guess it'd be my grandma. I guess right now. And you know what? Let's just read the options. The words guide my actions. They're role models for me. They're often out of touch with my life, or they're out of touch with reality. I'm going to say they're out of touch with my life. I think it'd be, fucking fourth one, though. If your family had arranged your marriage to someone disgusting, would you go through with it? Proud to serve your family, agree, hide your reluctance, subtly work against the union, or flee? I would flee, not because of the person disgusting, but because arranged marriages are fucking horrible. You're estranged from a family. You know what? I would flee with the person that was disgusting. I wouldn't marry them unless I came to love them. But no, I would flee that family. Fuck that. Number 108. You're estranged from a family member. On his deathbed, he seeks reconciliation. Do you speak to him but hold your ground? Refuse to speak to him? Discuss your estrangement openly and without rancor? Or actively seek reconciliation to end heat his dying words? I would discuss it. I don't care if you're fucking dying. If you fucked me over, whatever. A powerful but corrupt lawyer offers you money if you'll testify against your friend. Do you condemn your friend and take the money? Take the money and testify, but try to keep your testimony ineffective. Refuse the offer and refuse to testify, or testify on your friend's behalf, no matter the consequences. Okay. Okay, I gotta really qualify this and say, no, fuck that. If it's like a testimony, they're like going to jail. No, I'm gonna testify on my friend's behalf. I'm gonna fucking back them up. Okay, here's the thing. If you murdered someone and I had concrete proof that you did it, it's because I was there with you, helping you. If you murdered someone and then did it all and then came to me, I don't know, shit. I care more about you than whoever the hell you murdered. Fuck that. And I'm trans now, so we could go to prison together.
This part is when you were like, if you murdered someone, my brain was like, oh yeah, I'd immediately go to Viv's behalf. It wouldn't even fucking matter.
Yeah, she you can't hear. She said that she would do the same, and said she thought of it immediately. So yeah, no, we back each other up. Number 110. Do you become close to friends or hold most people at a safe distance? I have an abundance of close friends. I have some close friends. I have a few close friends. I try to keep people at a distance. I have tried to have close friends, and every time it winds up going wrong. I have few close friends. I don't try to keep people at a distance. It just winds up happening that way. Have you ever betrayed a friend? Yes. I have done so more than once, and sometimes I get away with it. I have done so once. I've been tempted to do so, but I've never gone through with it. I'd never contemplate such a thing. I've done so more than once. How do you view lifelong commitment to a single romantic partner? I have or want such a romance. Such a romance would be ideal if it's achievable. I worry I'd miss out on what others have to offer. Tie yourself to one person? Huge mistake. I am a polygamist, but I'm in a monogamous relationship, so I have such a romance. You know, polygamous versus polyamorous.
Polygamy is a crime.
What is it?
Polygamy is when you're married to more than one person.
And polyamory is just the step before that?
Polyamory is like polygamy. It's
Because what it sounds like is polyamory is dating more than one person at a time, and polygamy is just being married to more than one person at a time. Also, something being a crime doesn't mean it's wrong.
yeah, I suppose so. Polyamory would be like, yeah, there's couples where like they're married, but there's also a third person. Like
Okay. I'm cool with polygamy. I don't fucking mind. As long as it's consensual, I don't give a shit. But I am with someone who is monogamous. So, yeah, that's not even up for discussion. Do you insist on repayment when lending money to friends? Yes. When lending money. Okay, I thought it was when I borrow money. I don't write up a contract. Yes, but I'll try to be flexible. I'll go with that one. The other options are no, although it's sure nice to be repaid, or no, they just owe me a favor. I'll insist, but like flexible, like when you can, is whatever. Are you still in touch with childhood friends? What childhood friends? Okay, the options are yes, we correspond regularly. No, yes, we try to keep in touch. No, I move around too much. Or no, I don't have anything in common with them anymore. If I stretch it to include high school friends, we don't keep in touch regularly. We try to keep in touch. I'll go with that one. Do you donate time and money to improve the local community? No, I don't. I buy shit in my local community. Though I do actually. Like, I don't spend time at the soup kitchens, but I'll prefer to go to an independent store over a chain if I have the option, and that helps the community. Plus, sales tax helps the fucking community. Whatever. The options are yes, the needs of the community are my top priority. Yes, I donate as much as I can once my own needs are met. No, I don't have enough time or money to spare. No, my local community would be a waste of time and money. It's not my top priority. I really don't have much time or money to spare. But I participate in local community stuff when I not events. I don't go to events, but like I said, independent shops whenever possible, cool little shits like that. I prefer that. I consider that helping the community. The nation is at war. Your community is threatened with invasion. Oh my God, someone's invaded America. That hasn't happened in a while. Do you help defend it to your last No. Defend the area with the rest of your community. Flee as soon as things look grim. Cut a deal with the enemy and to act as a spy. Okay, this might get me on a list somewhere, but I have absolutely no allegiance to America, at all. The life I live and the priorities I have could place me in many other countries, and in fact, I'd probably fit in better in some other countries. If the Chicago suburbs were being threatened with an invasion, it wouldn't be the fucking... Okay, if I were to fight for my community, it would be for the literal people around me, but I only know a couple of the people around me, and I guarantee they would fucking hit the road immediately. I don't know that I would actively try to be a spy. I don't think I could be a good spy, but I need the fucking the safety of my family is more important, and I would fucking flee. Because if you're going to be a spy, you're running the risk of fucking death and harm and all that other stuff, and I don't want that. Just when everything's over, can I have my house back? And if not, then I'll just go somewhere else. If you were injured and required immediate assistance, not resistance. If you were injured and required immediate assistance, would members of your hometown agree to help? My hometown? My hometown, Admire, Kansas, would they... This is definitely not what they mean, because my hometown is hundreds of miles away. They're probably talking about where I am right now. If I were injured and required immediate assistance, would members of the place I live agree to help? Options are yes, because they know I do the same for them. Yes, because I'm generally well-liked in my hometown. Probably not because I'm distrusted in my hometown. Definitely not. I've made some enemies in my hometown. If this was my hometown specifically, it would be the last one. They don't fucking like me at all. If it's this area specifically, I believe it would be the top one. Yes, because I know I do the same for them. I wouldn't do it for cunt neighbor over here, but cool neighbor over here would be, yeah. I would say yes. If I was out in the front yard bleeding, I know Bill would come over and help me. I mean, he watched me almost burn myself alive, so that's cool. Do you respect the laws and authorities of the community? I'm fearful, but I don't respect them. Yes, without question. Yes, they're generally the best way to govern. When it suits me, there are some laws I just don't agree with. I don't pay attention to the authorities. They've got no hold on me. They've got a hold on me, but it's a hold of fear. I do it when it suits me. Otherwise, no. Ideologically speaking, hell no. 119, do members of your hometown shun, avoid, or mock you? Again, I'm going to go with my local town instead of my hometown, because the options are, yes, their small minds can't handle anyone outside the norm. Some do, because I don't always fit in. No, I'm generally seen as normal. No, I set the standard for what is normal in my community. I have two polarizing fucking different reactions, because cunt neighbor, fucking, you can imagine, not good. But I have a really good relationship with the neighbor over there. I'm gonna go with some do, but I don't always fit in. Number 120, we're getting closer and closer. Thank you for holding on, Beeb. How you doing? You're good? Okay. Number 120, would you stand for office or seek to represent the interests of the community in some public manner? To do so would be an honor I joyously accept. Of course, it's everyone's duty to do so, only if no one else could handle the job. No, I don't want to be responsible for the community's welfare. An elected official isn't responsible for shit. They just get voted out. I would do it. I don't think I'd ever get elected, and I don't know that I'd be any good at it, but I would do it. I don't think it's everyone's duty to do so, though, but I'll say yes. Sometimes I think about trying to become like a member of the House of Representatives or something, but I know I've said way too much shit. I said we should abolish the Senate. On record. I don't think anyone would fucking vote me. Oh, some people would, but your country's racked with famine. Would you share what food you had with others, eat as little as possible yourself and share the rest, steal what food you needed to survive, steal as much food as possible, and sell it back to the community at a high price? I wouldn't do that last one unless I desperately needed the money for, like, my family's medical bills. If the eat as little as possible yourself and share the rest was specifically to my family, then I would go with that one. But if it's just in general, no. I would definitely steal what food I needed to survive. That definitely. Number 122, if offered enough money, would oh, I don't know that I can say that out loud. Fuck it. If offered enough money, would you covertly assassinate the president? A year ago, no. Let's listen to the options. Yes, I've done similar things before. Yes, if I thought I could get away with it. No, although a vast sum of money would tempt me. No, I'd warn the president of the plot. This president, no. And I would I'd warn the president of the plot. The last president, I can't say the same. Let's go with that. A rogue state unleashes a laboratory-created disease on the nation. Oh, God, that's among my worst fears. Would you undertake a dangerous mission to find the cure, heal the sick as best you can, avoid contact with the sick, or flee the country? If it was... Okay. Some conspiracy theorists are thinking that literally happened. If it was like a deadly fucking thing, I would try to get my family out of the fucking country. But if it was something like the coronavirus, which is deadly, but I meant like fucking bubonic plague deadly. With coronavirus, I would just avoid contact with the sick and fucking just do what we've been doing. Wear masks, get vaccinated, and try not to overtax and whatever, all that other stuff. But if it was like the bubonic plague levels of like 1 in 3 people die, yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck out like immediately. I guess I'm gonna go with the last one there. 124. Do you respect the lawful authority of the government? No. Yes, to support the government wholeheartedly. Yes, our leaders are generally fair and just. No, a politician is no better than anyone else, or no, politicians are invariably corrupted by power. In this governmental system, all politicians are corrupt to some degree. Some less so than others, but there you go. If you were offered a reasonably lucrative deal, would you spy for a hostile foreign power? Well, we already went through that. If I was single and didn't have a regard for my life, like didn't have people I cared about, then maybe, but I've got a fucking family now. The options are yes, because this nation could stand to be knocked down a peg. The second half of that is true. Yes, because the nation's secrets mean little to me. That's also true. No, because I might get caught, or no, because I never violate the trust my nation puts in me. I say no, because I might get caught. My interests are wholly self in myself. I don't give a fuck about this country. Do you rely on the government to enforce contracts and property rights? Yes, because maintaining the rule of law is more important than any individual dispute. Yes, because the courts are the best equipped to handle such disputes. Are you kidding me? The government can't even pave roads? Absolutely not. If I can't defend it myself, I don't deserve to have it. Well, that's fucking dumb. I don't trust I don't fucking trust the government on that shit now. It depends on the circumstance, obviously, but yeah, no, I'd have to be somewhere more in the middle there. If imprisoned, would you injure or kill others to escape? Yes, there was some right for locking me up. Yes, they knew the risks they took when they took the job. No, except for minor wounds that would heal easily. No, those guards are just doing their jobs. I was recently taken against my will, and there was a big part of me that was very tempted to try to inflict harm and make a run for it, but I knew I couldn't make it, so that internal dialogue didn't get very far. But yeah, gonna have to go with the minor wounds one on that one. Is it a supervisor's right to treat his employees badly? No! The options are, yes, the employees should be glad they have a job. Fuck you. Yes, because sometimes only fear will motivate them. Fuck you. No, supervisors should treat employees as kindly as possible. Yes. No one has any right to treat another badly at all. Well, that's just... No, that absolutely... You have the right to treat someone badly. But as a supervisor, it's not your right. It's as a human. And... No, just because you're a supervisor, you should treat them kindly. I would go more into the ethics of what I just said and why it wasn't a contradiction, but I'm on the clock now. You've accidentally hit someone while driving your car. Do you turn yourself in and attempt to make restitution to the victim? Turn yourself in, throwing yourself on the mercy of the court, hide your involvement, lying if you have to, or try to pin the crime on another? I'd turn myself in and throw myself at the mercy of the court, because if it was an accident, I don't have much to give, but no, I couldn't lie about it. I'd desperately want to, but no, if you try to evade prosecution about, because it doesn't say that you killed the person. So, hopefully you find a judge that it won't be like, oh, you're poor and or fucked, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know. 130. Almost done. If guilty, would you confess to a crime? Oh my god, I've been doing this for over an hour. Yes, because it's my duty to do so. No. Yes, because it might get me a lighter sentence. Maybe. No, I'd make the court prove my guilt. Okay. No, I try to prove my own innocence. Okay, so, like, plea deals, you know, accepting a plea of guilt and all that other stuff is one of the most corrupt aspects of our criminal justice system. But if I was guilty enough to the point where they had evidence against me and, like, they didn't... I'd do it to try to get the lighter sentence, honestly. Would you express a revolutionary political opinion if threatened with punishment? Yes, I'd rather be punished than remain silent. Yes, somebody's got to speak the truth. No, although I might privately express my opinion to friends. No, politics aren't worth getting worked up about. Okay, this one's interesting to me because if I was threatened with punishment for expressing my political opinions, I'd shut the fuck up. Okay, because I am not the person that's going to be the revolution leader. I'm not positioned to be someone who could survive being imprisoned and could rely on a revolution or being sent to a country in exile that could, provide for me or any of that other stuff. I have a family and I am emotionally, physically, financially, entirely dependent on them and being around them and being with them. And I'm not going to sacrifice that because I want to voice a political opinion. Now, were I single and had no regard for the life I was living, then I would consider it more so. But I would express my opinion to friends privately. Politics are worth getting worked up about. They really are. But if I were punished for voluntarily voicing a political opinion, it would not only be a punishment to me, but it would be a punishment to my family, and I won't tolerate that. While traveling on vacation, you witness an assault. You're ordered to testify, which will cut short your vacation significantly. Do you slip out of town at night to avoid testifying? Deny you saw anything? Remain reluctantly, testify, and leave. Remain until the trial's conclusion in case any further testimony is needed. Okay, so that one's tricky because if they're telling me to remain until the trial is done, then I would. But do they? When you're called as a witness for a trial, are you told to stay in case there's more testimony needed? I would stay. Just in case. If they didn't tell me, I would ask, and then maybe, and if they're like, well, we might have to call you back, I'd be like, fuck it, I'll just stay. What's the best use of wealth? To help the destitute and less fortunate, provide for the needs of friends and family, to stay on top of the heap yourself, to not only stay on top, but to keep others from climbing to your level. Okay, so the bottom two are fucking horrible. The best use of wealth between helping the destitute and less fortunate or providing for the needs of friends and family. Fortunately, my friends and family are destitute and less fortunate, so I can just go with that top one and say that it includes them. When confronted by beggars, do you give generously, give moderately, give only what you wouldn't miss anyway, $1 or $2 at most, or ignore them as you walk by? Okay, so here's the problem with that. When I have had money on me, I have been way more willing to give. I do not frequently have money on me. I don't have a problem being like, oh, they're probably going to spend it on drugs. Whatever. I would give, but I very rarely have anything to give. So I guess I'll go with the give only what you wouldn't miss anyway, because I don't have, like, my extra money is savings for the upcoming bills, so it's not really extra. I'm gonna go with that one. Though one time I almost gave a homeless person $100 because I just happened to have it in my pocket. But they weren't at their usual post that day. If you could buy counterfeit $100 bills for $1 each, would you buy and spend them? Yes, yes, and I'll buy as much as I can. Yes, but I'll only cheat huge companies who wouldn't miss it anyway. No, it's too risky. Or no, the business owners and employees have families to feed. Okay, so it's illegal to counterfeit the bills. It is not illegal to purchase counterfeit bills, nor is it illegal to attempt to use counterfeit bills. No, it's just illegal to use counterfeit. I believe that's the case. I might have to look into whether or not it is illegal to attempt to use counterfeit bills. Well, that's not always the case. I've had people try to... She said that if you try to use counterfeit money, they'll hold you there until the police show up. I've worked at places where people have brought in counterfeit money, and we just sort of say we can't take it, and then they get flustered and say they just got it from the bank, and I'm like, yeah, fucking whatever, I'm not taking it, and then they get mad and leave. But anyone who's got a fucking counterfeit money ring, I don't know how much of a paper trail they'd be. I'd give it a shot. I wouldn't buy as much as I can, and I wouldn't. Yeah, I'll go with the cheat huge companies thing. You have 2 job offers. One pays more, but the other is secure and steady. Which do you choose? Definitely the lucrative job. Steady work sounds like drudgery. Probably the lucrative job, although I'd look into the secure job. The secure job, unless the other job was outrageously lucrative, or definitely the secure job because I plan for the long term. Well, I can't work, so my option here is a little bit different. A secure job I don't need because any job I can't do for a long time. So I'm gonna go with the lucrative job. But I would look at the other one because I know I'm gonna get fucking fired or get burnt out or anything like that because I literally am not medically able to work. We're almost done. Only 4 questions left. What's the best path to wealth? It's a matter of luck and being in the right place at the right time. That is true. Staying flexible so you can take advantage of good opportunities. That is a rare path to wealth. Following a long-term plan that incorporates a comfortable level of risk. That is also rare. Hard work and perseverance. That is a myth. So it would be the number 1 one. If you accepted a job or contract, would you try to finish the task even if it got much more dangerous? What? If you accepted a job or contract, would you try to finish the task even if it got much more dangerous? No! You could bet I'd be... If it's more dangerous, I'm not doing it. If it's no longer a good deal, and the deal's off.
Badass bitch who pays for the shit.
I don't know what you just said. My age is 26, so between 22 and 27. For my age, I have limited life experience, moderate experience, or a lot of experience. I have a lot of experience. All right, so what D&D character am I? Pop it up.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna be a bard.
I'm a bard.
Yeah.
Can y'all see? Okay, you can see all of it. I'm a chaotic neutral human paladin / bard, second level. You're not gonna stick around and watch?
My back.
If you sit, will it be too much?
Let's find out.
Okay.
Because I want to know.
Yeah. Take a shit. You're gonna stay over there.
Coming around.
Oh, okay. So chaotic neutral human paladin / bard, second level. My abilities, my strength is 13. That's good. Dexterity 15. Okay. Constitution 14. That's surprising, but wait a minute.
How's your strength the lowest stat?
There were cause my athletic stuff is in there, I guess. What's up, Ma? We're finding out what D&D character I am. Never mind. Constitution 14, that makes sense. Intelligence 17? Thank you.
Smarty.
Yeah, let me move the mic so I can pick you up too.
Vivian Smarty.
You're a cutie. You're also a very smarty. Wisdom 14, Charisma 14. Okay, I mean, you give medium answers, you get medium results, but this is okay. Alignment, chaotic neutral. A chaotic neutral character follows his whims. He is an individualist first and last. He values his own liberty, but doesn't strive to protect others' freedom. Okay, he avoids authority, resents restrictions, and challenges traditions. A chaotic neutral character... Oh, God. Chaotic neutral character does not intentionally disrupt organizations as part of a campaign of anarchy. To do so, he would have to be motivated either by good or a desire to liberate others, or evil, and a desire to make those different from himself suffer. Whoa. A chaotic neutral character may be unpredictable, but his behavior is not totally random. He is not likely to jump off of bridges to cross it. Chaotic neutral is the best alignment you can be because it represents true freedom from both society's restrictions and the do-gooder zeal. However, chaotic neutral can be a dangerous alignment when it seeks to eliminate all authority, harmony, and others in society. Okay. More like, just, I don't know. Race, humans. Humans are the most adaptable of the common races. Short generations and a penchant for migration and conquest have made them physically diverse as well. Humans are often unorthodox in their dress, sporting unusual hairstyles, fanciful clothes, tattoos, and the like. Paladin. Paladins take their adventures seriously, and even a mundane mission is in the heart of the Paladin. A personal test, an opportunity to demonstrate bravery, to learn tactics, and to find ways to do good. Divine power protects these warriors of virtue, warding off harm, protecting from disease, healing, and guarding against fear. The Paladin can also direct this power to help others, healing wounds or curing diseases, and also use it to destroy evil. Experienced Paladins can smite evil foes and turn away undead. A Paladin's wisdom score should be high, and it's okay. As this determines the maximum spell level that they can cast. Many of this Paladin's special abilities also benefit from my high charisma score. I'm an atheist? Agnostic? I don't know where this divine power, whatever, I don't know where they got that from. Secondary class. Bards. Also, I'm a primary Paladin and then Bard.
That's weird.
Yeah, that is very weird. Bards often serve as negotiators, messengers, scouts, and spies. They love to accompany heroes and villains to witness heroic or villainous deeds firsthand, since a bard who can tell a story from personal experience earns renown among his fellows. A bard casts arcane spells without any advanced preparation, much like a sorcerer. Bards also share some specialized skills with rogues, and their knowledge of item lores intentional is nearly unmatched. A huge charisma score allows a bard to cast high-level spells. I could agree with that. That one makes sense.
I like villainous songs. Like,
Yeah.
And then my friend stabbed him in the face.
That blade will never ever be quite as sharp again. Alright, so...
You were almost a gnome.
I was almost a gnome? Oh yeah, I was 1 point away from being a gnome.
You tied for Paladin and Bard.
Oh. Okay, let's go top down. I can't read as fast as you. Oh, wow. Okay, so I was almost true neutral, which I feel is a little more apropos. Chaotic good.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. And lawful neutral, neutral good.
You were really close on a bunch of these.
Yeah, well, I do have a pretty non-interventionalist style. I have my ideals, but I rarely get involved, so I guess neutral does fit. And then my ideals tend to be chaotic. Chaos. Oh, so I was almost neutral. Oh man, I mean true neutral. Okay, and then yeah, I'm more good than evil. By a little bit, but mostly I'm just neutral. I was almost a gnome. What the fuck? I don't know what that's about.
And your second place was apparently a druid ranger.
Druid. I'm not there yet, bro. Elf and then halfling. It's not a lot of races for contention. It's not very comprehensive. Class, tied bard and paladin was almost a druid ranger.
Mm-hmm.
That just doesn't make any sense. I think bard makes sense. I don't know about paladin. I don't know where the fuck druid comes into any of this.
But consider this, you could have triple class as a rogue sorcerer wizard.
Oh, and then at the bottom, Nepuman says, like the survey, copy, paste, and edit the code to make your own. Please give me credit if you do so, of course, so I'm giving him his due. I don't know any of that, but there's your credit. You made it. I don't really agree with a lot of this. I agree with the chaotic neutral. Out of those choices, human makes sense, I guess.
You want me to quickly take it? And we can compare?
Dude, it's 140 questions. What are you talking
I
about?
can quickly take it.
tomorrow.
Easy. No, I want to do it now.
You can't take this quickly. It's 140 questions.
Watch me.
No.
I won't read it. I'll just clicky.
Then it won't be true.
Yeah, it will. I read fast. You know I read fast.
All right. I agree with chaotic, neutral, human out of those choices, and bard. I don't know about paladin, and some of these stats are a little off. All right. Your turn. Which D&D character am I? Here you go. Bree's gonna go through it. She's not gonna read them out loud. Is me talking gonna distract you?
No.
No, because she ain't gonna be paying attention to a fucking thing I say. I realized about halfway through this thing that this could have been an all of the above episode, but didn't do that. I do have another all of the above episode planned, but I don't know when that's gonna happen. A lot of the themes of that idea were discussed in this one. Let's see what you've done. I'm not gonna try to converse with you about any of these because I don't want to stall the process, you know. Oh fuck. My wart remover almost fell. It did fall over. I got a wart on my fucking middle finger there. You see it? It's fucking gross. Well, it's not even really gross. It's just a bump. But, eh. Okay. I'm not really saying anything. I feel like there's a lot of dead air.
It's okay. You can just cut all this big part out.
I don't want to cut any of it out. The whole point of this was not to edit a lot. This is just a podcast, I guess. When we're doing podcasts, while she is doing that, I'll grab the mic, pull it over. Oh, God. Pull it over here. You can kind of see what she's doing, or listen to me, or both if you're able. I want to quickly address something that's kind of bothering me about my YouTube stuff, and Bree will be in the background doing that. When she's done, we'll go over her results like we did mine. I feel like it would have been more interesting to actually go through and talk about your thinking about these things, but we don't have 5 hours. Barely had this hour and a half. Ever since I've not been doing visual novels as much, obviously my numbers have been going down, which I'm not too worried about. However, I have gotten to the point where I've started to get the when is this episode coming out? You should do this, you should do that. Why aren't you doing this? Did this get canceled? All this other stuff. And I get that when it's like people are just sitting here waiting for various things. There are other channels that are more dedicated to visual novels and various series, and I appreciate if you like me more than them, but there are other people who are more willing to commit to those things specifically. And, of course, a lot of the stuff I play is free, so if you're more interested in the story and you can live without the way I tell it, I'd recommend you to do so. And a lot of those people aren't going to be watching this anyway, so I don't know the use of it, but I am going to say this out loud so that hopefully if anyone who is watching this sees those kinds of comments in comment sections of other videos, they can respond, because my inclination is to immediately just not engage. A lot of smoke in the house. I gotta take another drink. Fucking heck. But, I posted the first episode back of extracurricular activities in a while. A couple months. I think it was a couple months. No, it was like a month, I think. But, and the first comment, literally the first comment, was telling me to do another route, to do something else, in that game on demand. It wasn't like, hey, next time could you whatever. They were just like, do this. And even if it was, the thing is that the amount of time that passed between that video going live and that comment being made was less than the length of the video. Noticeably less. So that means they didn't even watch the video. At least not most of the way through, if not all the way through. They didn't watch it. And we're already making demands. And it's like, I enjoy these things when I want to do them. Alright? There are times where I'll be going through the day and I'll think, I'm in a mood to play blah 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 blah. You know, it like a normal fucking person does. And you just go and you're like, I feel like playing fucking Halo, or I'll get on some Among Us or whatever. And that's just like a normal thing. But when you're a YouTuber, you're held to the standard that other people have cultivated in order to kowtow to the algorithm, which is of making constant content no matter your interest, because you owe it to the audience. And yeah, I am super grateful to my audience. I'm super grateful that you give any amount of a shit about what I have to do, but I just don't feel like playing a lot of visual novels lately. Maybe it'll come back. I mean, hell, the other day when I recorded that episode of Extracurricular Activities in Tennis Ace, I felt like playing those games that day. And so I did. And that's how they worked. You know, and if I was more concerned with trying to get more views or subscribers or feed the algorithm, then I'd just play those all the time, because those two games and Temptation's Ballad get the most views. And the most people want to watch them. And whenever I do so, they seem to wind up in the recommended videos for other people who do visual novels. But when I don't want to play something, I don't want to feel like I have to, because this is supposed to just be my hobby. This isn't my career goal. This isn't my end goal, and this isn't all I want to do with my life. Eventually, I'm going to stop being someone who makes YouTube videos. At some point, it's going to happen. And it's going to be before I die. I'm not going to retire from life and YouTube at the same time. At least not intentionally. And it's very hard to go back to visual novels at times, because I'll be setting one up and I'll be thinking about comments like that one I got and other ones that I have gotten. It wasn't just that one, but there are other comments that I've gotten that on unrelated videos, unrelated stuff, they won't watch the video, you know, Pokemon Stadium episode or something like that, and they'll tell me an update's been made. And I'm like, oh cool, but then they get to like, where's this episode? Do this route. Or if I even do a visual novel, they'll tell me to do a different route of that same visual novel or of a different visual novel. It's like, that shit makes me want to never do it again. Genuinely. It pisses me off, and it makes me so uncomfortable with doing it at all that it makes me not want to do it at all, ever again. And for a while, I didn't want to do visual novels a couple years back because of the relationship I had with the whole idea of it. I felt like I had to play certain series because I knew people wanted to play it. And so I threw myself at doing these things, despite the fact that it fucked me over emotionally and physically. You know? I was doing live streams constantly. And yeah, my numbers were good. But my health wasn't. So long story short, I guess, to those who are watching this and probably heard all that, you're the people I appreciate, because you're the people who stick around for whatever I'm doing, and you know, all that. And if you are just here for the visual novels, that's also fair. But if you're here for the visual novels only, and you go out of your way to go onto stuff that isn't it, to tell me to do other stuff with the visual novels, just unsubscribe for me, please. Just leave me alone. I just want to do what I want to do. And that's it. I don't give a fuck anymore about the subscribers, the view counts, the whatever. It's demoralizing, man. So, I mean, shit. I could swallow my pride and fucking totally just say I was wrong about Far Beyond the World, for example, and Morinatsu, and Camp Buddy, and these games that I don't want to fucking play because I either think they're bad and made by a shit person, or have troubling implications that make me personally uncomfortable. I could just swallow my pride and do all those things and hate myself, and I'd get plenty of numbers, and I'd do pretty good, and I'd be able to stand shoulder to shoulder with other people who do similar things to me that have started after I started and are doing way better than I am because they're playing all the popular games, and, you know, whether I think highly of them personally or not, it's not the point. Point is, I don't want to do that. It's not in my interest. I don't have that little of a soul to be able to fucking force myself to do shit I don't want to fucking do because I know the numbers will be good. To anyone else who is doing that, whatever. Do what you want to do. Just don't fucking come to me when you burn out, because it's gonna fucking happen. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to say that. Don't tell me what the fuck to do. Make requests if you want, especially if I ask for them, but don't fucking tell me what to goddamn do. You're a lawful good human monk wizard. Dexterity and your dexterity is down. Strength is about the same as mine. Is the same as mine. Your stats are worse than mine, man. What the hell? Why are your stats so bad? Especially your fucking intelligence. You're way smarter than me. Lawful good. I agree with that. Human, sure. Monk. Skilled at fighting without the stuff. You're wizard. That's cool. Go down. Oh, man. It wasn't even close. You're lawful good so much.
I'm a good noodle.
You're a very good noodle.
Everyone knew I was a good noodle.
Oh, yeah. You're the best fucking noodles. Keep scrolling.
Look at how low my
Please keep
chaos
scrolling.
score
There
is.
you go. Oh, yeah. You got no chaos in you.
I got no evil.
You got
in me.
no evil in you
I
at
have
all.
absolutely
Zero evil. You're so altruistic, and you're definitely a human. Like, yeah, and the only other thing that was close was druid, and that makes sense because you love animals. But yeah, you are very much you. And maybe your answers might be different if you had more time. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you felt rushed at all, but...
No, I felt pretty good about them.
Well, cool. Nice.
But yeah, for my intelligence, I know a couple of things that, like, lowered it as I was like, I have a shit memory. I don't remember things well. I'm not very aware of my environment. Like,
nah.
my genuine flaws.
You know, it's would be interesting. We know what we got from this quiz. What would we ascribe ourselves?
I'm definitely lawful good.
Yeah.
If not neutral good.
Go all the way down, please. Okay. I agree with me being chaotic neutral. Race, out of those options, I agree with me being a human.
I always liked half-elf more, personally.
But do you feel like it fits you? That's the question. Also, you're shaking the shit out of the camera.
Sorry. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've read about them and stuff.
All right, well, we'll skip that for now. And then class. I didn't agree. I think I'm definitely a bard. I'm definitely a bard. What about you? What would you give yourself?
I mean, when I play D&D, I'm always a rogue every single time.
Yeah, but like if this is not playing a game, you're you. Because you are not a rogue.
You are not a rogue. I don't know. I think it was pretty true for me. I'm not very much a fighter, so like, yeah, probably wizard, probably druid. I don't know so much about monk, but
Yeah, I think druid fits you a lot. All right. Well, thank you for joining me for this last part, and thank y'all for joining us on this almost 2 hour long us taking a quiz. Take the quiz yourself.
just a paladin bard and the monk wizard girlfriend. Can we even be together if I'm a monk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because fuck the results. I'm a bard and you're a druid. That's perfect.
You're a bard and I'm an anything. Bards fuck
Yeah, but at being together.
Right.
Because we're wives. We're not just fucking.
Right.
Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for being here. I love you.
Let's go, bed.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Bye, everyone.
You are not a rogue.
I was almost a gnome.
But you are not a gnome.